Hello, my name is Jose Aurelio Fiorio Weberhofer. I am an independent researcher in finance and economics with a focus on exchange rates, commodity markets, and applied econometric analysis in emerging economies. This video is a continuation of my previous analysis in which I examine the relationship between the USD Paraguay Guaraní exchange rate and a selected agricultural export commodities. In that earlier video, the focus was on a narrower set of products. In this follow-up analysis, the objective is to broaden the scope by incorporating a larger basket of Paraguay's agricultural exports in order to better capture the overall export price dynamics. Paraguay's external sector is heavily influenced by agriculture, but no single commodity fully represents the country's export structure. For this reason, the purpose of this extension is to move beyond individual commodities and construct an aggregate agricultural export price index that reflects broader movements in Paraguay's export conditions. The agricultural export basket used in this analysis includes soybeans, corn, wheat, and beef, which together form the core of Paraguay's agricultural export sector. These commodities are selected based on their economic relevance, their role in generating foreign exchange inflows, and the availability of consistent price data. Why cotton is excluded? Although cotton is an agricultural product, it is excluded from the current analysis due to incomplete and inconsistent customs coverage in recent Paraguayan export data. Excluding cotton improves measurement consistency and reduces the risk of introducing noise or bias into the construction of the index. Using these four commodities, I constructed an agricultural export price index based on the logarithmic prices of soybeans, corn, wheat, and beef. From an economic standpoint, an ideal index would weight each commodity according to its share in Paraguay's total agricultural exports, since soybeans, for example, are clearly more important than wheat in terms of export volumes and revenues. However, due to limitations and inconsistencies in recent HS-level export statistics, precise and stable export share weights are not available for the full sample period. For this reason, I adopted an equal weighting scheme as a conservative and robustness-oriented approach, which avoids introducing measurement error from unreliable export share estimates while still capturing broad agricultural price dynamics relevant for Paraguay's external sector. All variables in the analysis are expressed in natural logarithms. These transformations allows the estimated coefficients to be interpreted as elasticities, meaning percentage changes rather than absolute changes. Logarithms also reduce the influence of extreme values and improve the statistical properties of the regression. The regression model relates the logarithm of the USD-PYG exchange rate to the logarithm of the agricultural price index. This framework tests whether changes in overall agricultural export prices rather than movement in individual commodities alone systematically influence Paraguay's exchange rate behavior. What are the key results? The results indicate a strong and statistically significant relationship. The model explains approximately 42% of the variation in the US dollar and Guarani exchange rate using agricultural export prices alone. The coefficient of the agricultural export index is negative, has a negative slope, and highly statistically significant. This implies that increases in agricultural export prices are associated with an appreciation of the Guarani, consistent with higher export revenues and stronger foreign currency inflows. So we can say that a 1% increase in agricultural export prices leads to an approximate 0.29 0.29% appreciation of the Guarani. Or depreciation of the dollar. So this is the most important finding. Let me highlight. So a 1% increase in agricultural export prices leads to an approximate 0.29% appreciation of the Guarani. The joint F test, which is here, confirms that the model is highly statistically significant, indicating that the agricultural export index has meaningful explanatory power for exchange rate movements. So, in conclusion, this extended analysis reinforces the findings of the previous video while providing a more comprehensive representation of Paraguay's agricultural export sector. The results confirm that Paraguay behaves as a commodity-driven currency economy, when broad agricultural price movements play a central role in shaping exchange rate dynamics. Future extensions of this research could incorporate export share weighting once fully consistent customs data become available, as well as monetary and global financial variables. Thank you for watching. I am Jose Aurelio Fiorio Weberhofer, and I look forward to continuing this analysis in the future. Thank you.